What up, gamers? Fancier here, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So, yeah, will we be scared in this video? I don't know. I know I should probably stop saying that because it's getting a bit repetitive, but I just want to make sure I can be scared when it's still October, and we're getting pretty much near the end here. Anyways, here we go. Let's go and spend some time with Yuri here. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah, thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for me for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. Um, you always could have texted me. If I have known, if I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. Ah, I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decide to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. Ooh, look at my room here. Oh, look, I got a computer too. So, nicely, put here. I like how, with my books here, I got, a lot of books. I'm sure it's, manga, but I'm sure at least maybe one of them has words, are just normal books, right? And yet, apparently, at the start, my writing skills wasn't the best. I don't know. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Yeah, I did say... Alright, I did say I should clean up, right? I guess that's what I did. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's very considerate of you to do. No. No, I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched at Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Oh no. I'm sure I have some very safe for work stuff in there, right? Uh, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned that you can help me with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh wow, I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place. Although many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something that I like about you, actually. Is that so? It makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was gonna use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah? Like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these things in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's that wooden thing though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Even for me too, in real life, like I don't know much about the I guess the details of it. I know of I guess the general basis of it. but nothing like, I guess, specific. Like, I'm sure it's supposed to make you relax, just having, you know, aroma around to make you relax. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you use, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that will be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need to think, we'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? I'm guessing for like, is there gonna like be maybe like a roulette? And that you gotta come up with a poem maybe based on that word? Well, I'm gonna cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it is just decorations. Oh yeah, I'm sure with Monica, she's the one that's planning out like the activities, I guess. Yeah, I was thinking more of the activities. I forgot she's more like decoration with Yuri here. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons and to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's just the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker fence here. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket. Ooh, okay. I mean, just seeing the word knife gets me scared. Huh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. Oh, wait, really? Even a colored blade? Tinted blue. That's interesting. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Ooh. I mean, scary, but I'm sure it's more of like a collection, you know? Just like with that blade, you know? It's I'm guessing she has like a knife collection. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe? What am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's, well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. but I think it kind of suits me. Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn it around my hands. It feels heavy, extremely solid. Where did you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the points of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Finn's here. Why did you do that? Yeah, why did I do that? That's actually so stupid of me. I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touch it at all. I mean, I'm sure if it's like, like a collector's knife, I'm sure it's also sharpened too. Or maybe not a collector's knife. I don't know, do you use your collection stuff? Because yeah, if she brought it over, I'm sure it's also being used too. I just assumed she had a collection. Because, she talks about being into it. Yeah, I barely touch it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. I mean, I think it's more of like my fault. I mean, yeah, why did I do that? I'm sure just having that around would do that. This knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down to the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. Ah. Without warning, Yuri puts the finger in her and licks the wound. Okay. I mean, I would just get a band-aid. I would just put it in my own mouth. Like, I don't know just how dangerous that puts, like, my health or Yuri's health into if he just licks my blood like that. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pulled my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. I'm sure she tried to, think fast. I don't know if that would be like the first thing that I think of. I would maybe apply pressure or like put some kind of like wrapping, just go ahead, like find the nearest bandage like right away. If I like see blood like right away, I wouldn't be like standing around here and talk. Sure, it was a little weird, but it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? Oh yeah, I think she was trying to help. It's just a weird thing to the first think of when trying to help. Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, so you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Well, I guess we call it even there. It's just, I'm more worried about the blood. I'm not sure what that will do. Like I said, just exchanging it like that. Finn's here. Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like he did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Finn's here. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? Why wasn't that like the first thing she thinks of? Because like, I don't know about licking other people's hands to stop the bleeding. I would maybe lick my own, like, use my own mouth. I don't think I need one actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, It already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected, and it will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Ah, thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. Ah, that's right. One of the items that Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. Well, we'll need about 6 cups of water to put each on the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any of the paint that drips, and then bring it back to my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her arm. Unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her arm. Nothing. Her face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? Or anything? No, not at all. Nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. What the heck was that? It's not hot, yet she was like rolling up her sleeve. Okay. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to wrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. Wait, I think I remember now. I think I remember now. Dang. Okay. It was even talked about even way back here. I think I remember what this means. Jeez. And in my own house too. Dang. But if you know, you know. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. You know what? Now that I think about it, maybe her, I guess, drinking my blood might be normal for her. Now that I think about it. But yeah, I thought we would do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner. Starting with the colors of a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it'll be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on the opposite side so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know. Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk it much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel, then I dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh my, you got some art. Here. I pat down Yuri's face with a neck with a towel. Ah, is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I started to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Whoa. It was like an animation. I thought maybe it was just like, you know, like an image, and then they just switched the image to like an open and close eye. Eh? Oh wow. It's just so that's so weird to see. Because like it's just I feel like when it comes to animations in this game, it's more like maybe just some characters like their character art just like moving left and right or up and down. Or I guess sometimes they zoom in, right? So Yuri did that in like I think the first video. Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hands still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, and enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wrap around my wrist, send a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Ah, Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it will be the best to leave it here, and then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's any more for us to do here. Phew. You see that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, that's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. Ah, so you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And The important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment, but that doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out of the front door. Thank you so much for Thank you for very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we don't have much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. I forgot you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Fancier. Yuri takes a step closer to me, then briefly squeezes my hand. Oh my. I kinda like that about you. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Huh? Oh my. She's here. Uh, Hi, Fancier. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Fancier. I just stopped by to say hi. Um, well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry, but we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Yeah, that animation just yeah, that was fast. I'm used to seeing like that in the zoom ups. The eyes were the eyes were different like during that one scene for me. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Uh, Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over. So I had to come here and see it for myself. Oh, what was your imagination? Just me and Yuri being a thing? See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears started to fall down Yuri's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Fancier? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be much better if I could just disappear. Oh, that's... I mean, I knew she had... You talked about that her having the bad depression, but... yeah. Yeah, don't say that, Sayori. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Fancier. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. He wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... What? Wait, what did Monica suggest? Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden of your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, then I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Fancier. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I'm weak and sorry to like you too much. I did this to myself. Fancier. Fancier. I like you so much that I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I always said that I know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand it all, even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know that what you need the most right now, and that's what I'm gonna give to you, Sayori. Ooh, I love you. You'll always be my dearest friend. No, yeah, I think it is more on the romance side. Let me say this: I love you. I don't know why when I said that just right now. I'm just thinking of Patrick from SpongeBob when they're going like selling chocolate bars. Remember Patrick? Um, I forgot what he said. But he's like, make the customer feel good, and then he just says, "I love you." Yeah, those are my true feelings. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you are truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side. Then I know we will be both happy. Fence here. Aww. Sayori suddenly wraps her arms tightly around me. Fence here. Is this really okay? Yeah. I held Sayori in my arms and pulled her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. Oh, that was me. I love you, Fentir. I want to be with you forever. Me too. Eh. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, I just realized that is me over there. I don't remember ever seeing like the MC for this game before. Wow. Why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Fence here. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you the best. Hey, Fence here? Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Huh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. Oh, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. But I know that I love her, and she loves me. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Is what Sayori is what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything that I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Here we go. It's the day of the festival. Of all the days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Oh, great. I think this is it, man. I think this is it. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that it's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take it with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me to not forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way with Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Fence here. You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. But in the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You think on days like this is important, she'd try a little harder. I see that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it was the way I'm used to thinking, but maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Fins here. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Ooh, 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 ooh. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? I mean, with that, I'm guessing it's, um, you know how, like, Sayori and Monica, inform each other? Like what she said yesterday, like online, I guess? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all, but I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Geez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out in the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I still recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Yuri's poem. It's different from the one that she practiced. It's the one I haven't read before. Ooh. Percent. Get out of my head. 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 Out of my head. Get out of my head. Get out of my head. How many are there? Get out of my head. 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 Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What is this? Reading a poem. I get a pit in my stomach. Fancier? What's wrong? Nothing. The poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I I changed my mind. I'm going to Sayori, so ah, well, all right. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out, out after me. I quicken my pace. Oh, jeez. I think, you know what? We're already at the 40-minute limit for this specific Let's Play because that's how much, that's like pretty much my plan for me recording this. All right. Well, yeah, I guess not in this video. I mean, unless you count that poem as kind of creepy or scary, then yeah, I guess I did get a bit of a scare. I did get some goosebumps just reading that, just because, without the music and stuff and just reading that, things do feel a bit more on the creepy side of things. I do wonder if things also happen with Yuri and Natsuki too, because like it's so hard to say like what I think without if you're new to this game, if you're like watching me for some reason, um, like when it comes to like just seeing this game for the first time, it's so hard to say like what I think is happening in the background. But I do wonder if something is also happening with Yuri and Natsuki too, since they were also not there too. It was just Monica. So yeah, just Monica. All right. Well, yeah, I guess just the way I have things scheduled out, I think yeah, I guess pretty much near like maybe 2 days before Halloween is when I guess I'll get to the scary part for the next video. And then afterwards, I think the next time I'll be uploading after that video will be on November 1st, which yeah, I guess I mean that might be a good time, because things do get like a go into a fresh start, I would say. But yeah, I'm gonna stop things here before I maybe say too much. It's just man, I'm kind of nervous about the next video. It's the game has got me comfortable with all the normal stuff. But yeah, by next video things are gonna get a bit hectic. So yeah, that'll be it for now, guys. That's game.